Hey Jay, what's up? Yeah, it's been a while. I don't know. I'm here, just being in the moment, living the dream, right? How are you? I think you still have one question with me. I'm gonna check the roster here. Good, been good. I'm glad to hear it. So with you, yes, Jay has one question. Nothing much. Nothing much. I'm just kind of living in the moment. I'm just trying to keep my head on straight, just going with the flow. Like, I don't even know what else to do anymore. Like, the world has just become like kind of strange, with the government and everything that's going on. It's like, what? And I don't know if you're connected into the universal mind in this telepathic situation. I know a lot of people are. I've talked to a lot of people who are like, what is going on here? But yeah, it's just been kind of weird. So I'm just like really going with the flow. Just trying to just be present. Right, yeah. Anything new? I don't know what to say. I'm gonna drink some tea here. Yeah, I think we're shifting to a nomadic, post-apocalyptic lifestyle. Yeah, but I feel like it's not gonna be post-apocalyptic. I think there is an apocalypse going on. There's an apocalypse of the mind going on. But yeah, I think that sounds right, because a lot of people are just like moving around, flying around, and bussing and vanning around, and they're just kind of living. I think we're gonna start doing like fair trade and stuff like that. I think money is about to disappear. Not just like disappear, but I think it's about to, the currency system is about to like just die because it's just out of control. Like, look at the what is it, the debt ceiling for the government. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. But yeah, I think the government spending is out of control. The Queen's dead, so we don't really owe anybody. The United States government doesn't really owe anybody. And it makes more sense to just be like, oh hey, I always use this analogy, hey, here's a bag of rice for a pair of shoes. It just makes more sense that way, instead of, hey, I want those shoes, here's some money, okay, and then I'm gonna take your money and go over there and buy a bag of rice. It's like shoes for rice, but yeah, I don't know. I think things are, or grow food and trade, exactly, and take your rice to the market, and have your barrel of rice and be like, yeah, man, cup of rice for this cute little jewelry, or cup of rice for some tomatoes. Like, it just makes more sense to me. But I think that's what's going to be happening here soon. I mean, Pluto and Capricorn. Pluto is about to be out of Capricorn, I think, for a little while in 2023. And then, like, I think there's some kind of retrograde where it goes backwards and then it goes forward again in 2025. And then it's like out for like, what, 25,000 years or something like that, or 1,200, or whatever, 2,000 years, who knows. But I think that's available online. And but yeah, I think that's what's gonna be happening here soon. Let's see. Another girl said Mercury retrograde. Yeah, Mercury retrograde is happening right now. It happens like 2-3 times a year. Girls, one of my crushes, yeah. But yeah, that she's on YouTube. What? I don't know, Martin. I don't ask questions. Oh, Martin, you probably know about this. Like, what the world is coming to. Maybe fair trade. 3 times a year. Oh yeah, Mercury retrograde. But Pluto in Capricorn, that's like I think the last time Pluto was in Capricorn was like 1776, the American Revolution, or around that time. And so that's like one of those big shifts that happen. And you could kind of see, I mean, there is a revolution. Yeah, you have a question. There is a revolution happening. I mean, look at the Black rights movement, the gay rights movements, with gay marriage and everything. What other kind of movements? The Chinese rights movements, like there is all kinds of, the educational system is being is having enough people, the government is changing, and so this is a time of revolution and great change. And so where great changes happen, great changes are going to happen across the board, so I'm pretty excited about that. I'm pretty excited about seeing the government change. So I don't know. I think there's just a lot of different factors that are going into this evolution and ascension that we're going through, that we're inevitably going through. Because we don't know each other. Okay, let's see. Let's see. Laura. Let's see, will Jessica be in love with Jay or not? Will Jessica be in love with Jay or not? Will Jessica be in love with Jay or not? Got disappointment in the comparison card. Okay. Also, the Page of Swords, don't get caught up in a hair trip. Okay. So, there's gonna be a certain kind of conversation that the two of you engage in, but it doesn't look like a win. Okay, you might connect and then disconnect. It looks like it's just kind of fleeting. Okay, there may be a certain amount of flirtation, but like in love with you, that doesn't feel like super likely. Okay, let's see. Yeah, transformation. Okay, and so you'll learn something from her, and she'll help you to move to a different paradigm and move to a different realm and start over again and start your physical experience over again. But it doesn't look like there's love. Let's see what we have for a split. Yeah, this is more like action and more like business and like like let's just like work. If we're connecting to work. In a very like career wise and business based way. Okay, let me know how it feels. Pluto gives you hints if you're savvy enough to listen and open enough to swallow what your intuition lays on you. Okay, if you're open enough to swallow what your intuition lays on you, yes, Pluto gives you the hints. Yeah, so because Pluto is kind of subtle, right? Y'all know I don't do the astrology, but Pluto is, pretty subtle. Yeah, and isn't it like the destroyer of paradigms or something like that? And it creates massive change, or it brings in massive change. And in Capricorn, it brings in massive change physically. So, yeah. And aside from that, this is a question, not tarot. Do you think it's okay to desire sleep with multiple people? That's a thing, yeah. But polyamory, that's a thing, yeah. I don't engage in polyamory, but a lot of people do. To people who like fall in love with multiple people, date multiple people, desire multiple people, yeah. That's the thing. You just have to, be with the right person, and you have to like disclose about that. You have to tell people that you're polyamorous, because if you're polyamorous and you're dating this person and then that person, and then somebody doesn't know and they're mad, and it's like, oh, well, you didn't tell me you were polyamorous. I'm not into that, or I am, and you should tell me. Let's see. Why do we do that? Why do we do what? Why do we fall in love with multiple people? Subtle yet definable. Exactly. It's like Pluto, I feel like, is definable in this like long way. Like Pluto plays the long game, so because it just takes so long to go around the sun, and they all sitting here calling it not a planetary body and such. But yeah, it creates necessary change and concrete change. Hey Sparkle, I'm doing good. How are you? I saw your comment, and I wanted to comment on your comment, but I just ended up hitting the star or the heart, and I was just like, hey, well, maybe I'll see her another time. Because when you're on your phone, it's just like, okay. I had that moment. I want to ask a question. I want to give you an answer. Let's do it. But yeah, how are you, Sparkle? How have things been? I know it's been a while since we've chatted, right? Sorry, y'all, if I'm a little like, I have a heartburn, acid reflux, and I didn't take my pill this morning. So I just took it tonight. So I might be a little, because I, of course, had pizza. I see. I'm happy to see you. I'm happy to see you too. I think it's good. Still out here doing what I need to do. Awesome. I'm glad. Hopefully you're getting some stuff done. Hopefully you're you're reaching some goals and such. Okay, yeah, no problem. But yeah. Yep. This is my life. This is what I've been doing. Just kind of hanging out, chilling, just listening to the universal mind, asking God where I can help, and I don't know. Can anybody agree that things have like calmed down? First and foremost, I guess the question that I want to ask is, has anybody been like hearing strange things? Because I ask this like often, especially over the past 2 years, because it's been pretty loud telepathically. And other people have been telling me that they'll like hear weird things telepathically, and they're like, what? Like, that's not even what I would think, or like, why would I hear that? Okay, let me know if you've been having like a strange telepathic situation over the past couple of years. Okay, even over like the past couple of months. And let's talk about it. Because I think that the best way to disclose about, our mental health is to talk about it. The best way for us to heal is to talk about it. And I know a lot of people with mental health have been scared straight by the government, because like the moment you start talking about mental health and the moment you start talking about, well, I'm hearing angels, or I'm a psychic, or I saw an extraterrestrial or UFO, then they want to tuck you away or lock you away or get you on medicine or MK Ultra you. Like, I've just heard so many different things, but I think the best way for us to avoid those situations is to talk about it in groups and to talk about it together. And I might need to put together an actual test group for us to like just openly talk about it. Because I know that sometimes there's just not many people in the room. Often there's not that many people in the room. And sometimes people are just nervous because it's like, okay, I don't want to talk about this publicly, but there's ways to do it. I know there's ways to do it. Okay. But yeah. So how are you, 4 people? 4 creepers? That's my creeper face. Do you like it? It's creepy, huh? another week, I will have been in two-way communication with my higher self and guides. Coming knows my higher self and a group of comedians who hang out with him. Yeah. Nice. Yeah, I've been connecting in with my higher self. She's formidable. For 2 full decades. Okay. Okay, nice. Hey, Renoa. I'm doing good. How are you doing today? Happy Wednesday. Um, but yeah, you said the higher self and the group of comedians. Yeah. The group of comedians, angels, the ascended masters and such, the guides, they're pretty funny. They have the tendency to be hilarious and to present to present things to us in these very hilarious ways. I know I've been experiencing that. But yeah, um, it's it's that eternal. What the guides are that internal? Oh, the joy thing. The joy thing is eternal. Is that what you're saying? Let me know. Today I'm extremely tired, but I'm good. Made delicious dinner. How was your night day? Dinner was not so great. I mean, well, it was all right. It was pizza. I ordered some pizza, but uh, today I've been tired here too recently. Um, let's see. I think I took I slept in a little because my son didn't have school today, and yeah, um, yeah. I think I just had a chill day. I don't remember what I did. I took my son to play therapy, and what else did we do? We just um we just sat here and watched Kid Cosmic, and I cut some fabric, and just tried to focus on the future. Yep, it's the joy. So communication is often humorous, exactly, and that makes it such a better experience, especially like when you are doing shadow work, or when you're doing having a purge, and you have to kind of get through those dark moments. The angels, my guides, they make things fun, and I'm glad. Oh, just said he is 8 going on 80, 8 going on 28, 38. He's like 8 going on 58. He's a little old man, but yeah, and he's just hanging out, just being a kid, just learning how to manage himself and such, and I'm proud of him. Listen, Precious, yeah. I've been seeing strange things. Well, at least I think I've been seeing shit. But then it's not there, so maybe I'm tripping. No. I felt like something came in the room with me. I didn't like that, right? I saw this guy. I had to go to the hospital, and I saw this guy in the corner of a hospital room, not like a person, but an apparition. And he was just like, it was scary. Like, I was like, are you okay? He was like, I'm disappointed. I was like, okay. And then I just like opened up an imaginary hole in the wall with golden light, and he walked through it, and I was like, okay, I guess that's normal. But yeah, and I've been seeing like kind of like silhouettes of people or creatures. I think they might be ETs at a higher vibration, maybe angels. You know, I had an experience today. I felt a presence standing next to me, and I think it was trying to communicate with me. It was, but I was like, I'm like not really feeling it right now, and they were just kind of like, okay, you know, but yeah, I like having those experiences because I just be sitting there just like this, like, I don't know what's gonna happen. But yeah, hey, Jay's back. He's back. But yeah, I think I like those experiences because they're new experiences, and you never know what's gonna go down and how everything is gonna progress. you know. But I feel like the more we have excuse me, the more we have those experiences and the more we like engage with them, the better off we are and the more knowledge we have about how to handle them. But the main thing is like to not be scared, you know, to not like worry about being hurt unless you're just like being mean to the spirit or the energy, then it's probably going to be mean back or probably just back off and disappear. Ask higher self and guides who those folks are. Get the details. Ask higher self and guides who are you talking about? Who the people that we see are? I'm often asking. I don't know because that's my job. But like, and I get names and stuff, and I'm like, all right, like, usually I'm pretty helpful, but today I was just kind of like, I'm sorry, spirit, energy. I just I can't today, But yeah, talk to them. Just like Martin said, get those details because you never know where people and energies need help. Not name so much, but the energy behind them, yeah. And so when I had gone to the hospital, this energy that I saw, apparently it like passed away. Hey Ja, what's up? Oh, and I didn't email you back. I got my package. Thank you. I was not expecting like all of it, but thank you. It helped immensely because there were some things that I needed to do, and like when I opened the box, I was like, oh, and I started setting up my altar. So thank you so much, and good evening to you, and I hope all is well with you. Um, but yeah, the guy in the hospital, I kept adding to it. Okay, nice. And like, oh my gosh, I'm so excited to read. I just need to find a nice quiet moment to sit and read. I think I might have a chance tomorrow. But yeah. So this guy in the hospital, this apparition that I saw, like, I think he had hurt himself. Not to be somber or morbid, but like I think he had hurt himself while he was in the hospital. Like, killed himself. And he was just like it was just so dark and scary. But he wasn't like I think most spirits know to not mess with me, not to be cocky or anything, but like usually they don't mess with me in this negative way. But yeah, it was just pretty heavy. But I think he was pretty excited to go through the golden light because people in places like hospitals, nursing homes, like even this hotel. I went to the Holiday Inn, and there were like all these spirits walking around walking around through the halls, and I'm sitting here like I didn't see them, but I felt them and I heard them. And like one walked past me, I was like, oh my gosh, that is a spirit. You can hear me? Can you see me? I was like, yeah, but I'm just gonna walk this way. And there were a lot of them, and they were like old people, like older people, like 70s, 80s, and I think there was a nursing home that was like next to that hotel, and so maybe they were going to those hotels to like get a bit of freedom or and I went in a couple rooms, and like this one room, this girl gave me one room, and then like I think that the tub was kind of dirty, and so I was like, "Can I have another room?" And then I went to the second room, and it was just like heavy, like with spirit, and not like spirit, but like, and I was like, so I went in there, and I'm just like, somebody died in here. Like I'm like, Somebody literally died in here, and I'm okay. I'll be okay. And so, yeah. But yeah, I ended up getting another room, which actually it was all right. When the spirits bound to earth are just hanging out. I think the one at the hospital, he wasn't just hanging out like, hey, unfinished business or anything like that. I think he was I think he not unfinished business, but he was stuck because nobody cared. And some spirits just know to move on and go to the light, but some spirits don't because they're stuck in that heaviness. Yeah, you can still ask a question. Yeah, they're stuck in that heaviness, in the heaviness of how they passed away. And then you kind of have to be like, hey, everything's going to be okay. Like, let's go to the light. I can show you those people who are called to do that kind of stuff. But I think the ones in the hotel, I think they were kind of just hanging out. I think they had gotten used to hanging out, but I think they were stuck as well. Like they just didn't know what. Yeah, they were mostly hanging out. It wasn't like I'm not gonna go to the light. It was just more like, I mean, I'm here and I'm roaming around, like, not a big deal. If I go to the light, I go to the light. But if not, like, I think the ones in the hotel were kind of just hanging out. Palo Santos for those moments. Yes, I have sprayed like way too much. I've like got, I don't know if you can see it, but it was filled up all the way to the top, and I've used like this much, like up to here. But yeah. But let's see. Visitor souls are some 97% of our ghosts. They don't know enough to go home to higher self. Okay, so visitor souls. You mean souls that are coming to the planet to visit, or like souls that come visit us? Is that like, let me know what you mean, because I want to know and expand and build upon that. A newer soul group, huh? Interesting. So energies, like maybe ancestors or energies that have recently died, or just like energies from the heavens coming down. Yeah, I think a lot of those souls are extraterrestrial energies, and they come in at a higher vibration. But yeah, but you can't always see them. Sometimes they take the form, but yeah. Not really part of the project here. Okay, interesting. They have to move out of the heaviness. I think I may start seeing spirits and souls too. Yeah, because I think your vibration is in that place. I was listening to sacred chakra music, and I heard whispering. Yes. I said interesting too to the spirits. Like, interesting. Oh yeah. Oh, when I said it. Why have Dawn been so distant? 2 questions. Messages from spirit. Okay, let's do this. Oh man. Excuse me. All right. Oh. Well, just close a lot. Sorry. Speaking of ETs, I'm still on my Pleiadian music. I'm gonna have to find some Andromedan music. Some Andromedan. Just lesser evolved for the consciousnesses of that higher self. That makes sense. So a person in 3D or in the density, and then they have a higher self, and then pieces of their higher self coming down in a higher vibration, like in a 4D or 5D vibration. That kind of makes sense because the timelines have been shifting. Okay, let me do a sparkle I'm already on it for Andromeda music. Nice. Let me do Sparkle's question, and then let's get back into this EG stuff. I love it. Sparkle. Why's Dawn been so distant? Why has Dawn been so distant for Sparkle? Sparkle. Why's Dawn been so distant? Spirit. She's kind of stuck in a certain mindset, and she's being like really wary right now. Okay. She's being like really wary right now because she doesn't want to take any kind of action until she knows like what's going on. Like it looks like she may have been like hearing stuff or experiencing stuff, or getting a certain kind of information from people or situations, and she's like, okay, I need to confirm this, before I just jump in. Okay. So she's she's kind of keeping her distance because she just wants to make sure like she's not tripping. She does want to connect. Deep down inside is underlying energy. She wants to connect. She wants to, restart connection and conversation slowly but surely. And you should know that she is coming out of that dark place, that those kind of choppy, challenging waters. Okay, and don't take it personally because she's kind of isolated herself from most people, from a lot of people, a lot of friends and a few family members. So just don't take it personally. Yeah, she's like, look, I'm just trying to get my shit together. Okay. All right. Let's see. She's trying to refine her power, okay, and find her own sense of freedom and find a way to get her power back from this stuff that she's gone through. We're not going to get into it, right? Let's see. Message from Spirit. What will you have, Sparkle now? What will you have, Sparkle now, Spirit? Oh, Sparkle. You got a harvest coming in. And you always have a harvest coming in. It's like one of your main cards that you often get, the Nine of Pentacles. But there's a harvest coming in for you after all this hard work that you've been doing. And so whatever it is that you're gathering, even if it's like saving up money or like gathering trinkets or collecting stamps, whatever it may be, it's worth it. If you feel like you've been like accumulating something, it's like, why am I doing this? Or why am I accumulating job applications? Or why am I accumulating this thing? It's for a reason. Okay, it's to get you, of course, to get you to the next step, but so that you can find a place of abundance. There's a next step, a next physical step that's coming up here for you. And let's see what it has to do with. It has to do with love. Look at that. And it not just romantic love, but it looks like this has to do with for the love of money, like for love of even like career and hard work. Okay, so whatever it is that you're gathering here soon, I'm seeing this is happening like between 2 and 6 weeks. Okay, so 6 weeks max that you'll be gathering, and that a lot of this stuff is going to start to click. Okay, whatever you're gathering is going to help you to become more open and receptive to this new choice that's being presented to you. This new choice being presented to you, and this choice is being presented to you is going to be like, it's going to be a little overwhelming. And it's going to be like, is this too good to be true? Okay. And I know this kind of screams romance, but it's not romantic. It's more like a romance with my career, like in love with my career. Okay. And that'll put you in a place where you can play. Okay. So whatever it is that's presented to you, it's for you to engage with it. And also for you to get ready to have fun with it, and to take action in a fun way. Okay, does that make sense? Let me know how it feels. That you said, "Woo, thank God." Talk about your friend. Yeah, everybody's going through a little something, but yeah, and just be on the lookout for those opportunities, Sparkle. And I know you a hustler, so you do a little bit of everything, but like, yeah, more opportunities are coming because you've been setting the intentions. You're lighting candles. That's none of my business. But anyway, but yeah, and so it's all coming through for you. You are welcome. Here, and you have an extra question here, so I'm going to put you on the list whenever you are ready. One question. Let's see. Thank you. 4D consciousness avatar from the 6D angel to animate the body. 4D consciousness avatar from the 6D angel down to the 4D consciousness to animate the body of a sentient being. That makes sense. If it's an indigo, then he is 7D. Okay, that process makes sense to me. Okay, 6D down to 4D to animate. Yeah, because that's part of the awakening, right? And not everybody gets that. Not everybody gets to have that 6D to 4D, 7D to 4D experience. It does appreciate it. You're welcome. No problem. Let's see. For Tony. Let me get this off of here. Okay. Alright, for Tony. How is Ja's twin at the moment? How is Tony's twin? She's feeling pretty stable. Okay. I love her energy. I say it every time, don't I? But she's feeling pretty stable. There's some things that I need to work on. But I'm feeling like really romantic. I'm feeling like I want to participate more. I want to take more action. I want to take more stable action. I feel like the actions that I'm taking are very freeing. So she's been like freeing herself. She had a really serious cutoff season. And she did well to cut those things and people out of her life, to make more room for love and to make more room for romance and spiritual marriage and all that stuff. Also, she's been cleansing, walking away from old emotions, analyzing her emotions. She's been shadow working hard. And it feels like you have been feeling that. It feels like you've been feeling it and sensing it and picking up on it. Okay. Also, she's just preparing for new adventures, preparing for new experiences. She's being one with her experience. She's like, I'm gonna just go with the flow. Okay, I'm gonna be present. Like her little meditation. Like, I'm gonna be present. I'm gonna be centered. Okay, and I'm gonna keep on picking up on information and learning as much as I possibly can. Underlying energy of what's been going on with her, she's kind of been spinning around in some cycles, in some mental cycles, as a lot of us have been. But and she's trying to figure out the best way to move forward from that. Okay, and of course it's a perceived trap, so it's not she's not completely stuck. But there are these underlying cycles that she's like, why do I do that? Or why do I say that? Or you know what? That happened a few years ago. It happened 7 years ago. Okay. And why is it that I'm going through this again? Okay. So that's the kind of stuff that she's working on, and once again, also just working on analyzing her feelings and analyzing her feelings deeply. Okay, so that when something is offered to her, she can move forward with it. Yeah, she's just been doing a lot of shadow work, which is great. Kudos to her. What do I need to know right now? Okay, for Ja, what does Ja need to know right now? What does Ja Tony need to know right now? Pisces. You already know. The High Priestess. Follow your intuition as usual. Okay. And your intuition here soon is going to bring you to these situations where You need to analyze the past, reminisce about the past, and remember, like, you know what, I've gotten through that, and I'm over that emotionally. Okay, these things are going to come up. It is a Mercury retrograde, so it may have already come up, or it's going to be coming up here soon. I think the retrograde should be over here soon, in about 7 days. Okay. Also, you need to know that you have been, thank you, higher self, spirit, you have been standing in your power and exhibiting your power. Okay, you've been doing the right thing and expressing your power. Okay, there's a lot that's packed into that, but you've been doing it the right way. And ancestors are saying continue forward. Like, how they're so proud of you. Like, how you've been speaking to people and the actions that you've been taking, and how you are building your own, like, you're building like this fortress around yourself, but it's not like a fortress to hide, it's a fortress to protect, and even a fortress to help you build your power. Okay, you've been doing like really, 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 really great. And I just keep feeling these energies that are like, we're proud of you and you're doing wonderful. These may be your ETs, your ancestors and guides. Okay. Also, um, uh, uh, patience, the underlying energy of what you need to know is patience. Just continue to be patient. Continue planting those seeds and watering them. And you do well with that. I mean, as Pisces, we know how to be patient. We have a tendency to not be, but you've been doing well with your patience. And then with the Ten of Cups, this is all leading to a place of harmony. Okay, so once again, kudos. Let's say, hallelujah. Been feeling some things, the highest praise, right? Been feeling some things, sure and unsure. Uh, Doing my own shadow work too. Yes, patiently waiting for her. I had to fight thoughts of leaving it all alone. Yeah, and choosing someone else. I need her. Yeah, I think there's been a lot of that going on because I did too. I was like, I can't take this anymore, but we can because we're twins and we have to, we have to be there for our twin. And speaking of people working on magic, my patience has been tested, but I pulled through in the end. Kudos to you. And kudos to pulling through. Okay. And you have, which government job should I pursue? I applied to 4. Okay, we're going to get some characteristics here. Which government job should I pursue? Which government job should Jatoni pursue? What government job should Jatoni pursue? First of all, one that will wake you up and enlighten you. And also, well, and I don't know, like enlightenment, but you will find the one because there's one in particular that's going to stand out, that to be like, this one is the brightest one. And also one that is going to help you to awaken. I'm seeing like to awaken old energies, so like that you can reuse stuff that you've already learned. Okay, so this is a job that you kind of already know, but there's like a twist to it because you get to learn something new within that job. Okay, like for example, I know it's not going to be McDonald's, but you work at McDonald's and you used to work as a burger flipper. Okay, you used to work in the kitchen, but now this new job, you're still working in McDonald's, but you're working as a cashier, and you can use your knowledge of the kitchen in your knowledge as a cashier. Okay, so that's the government job. You've done it before, but it's in a different department, or you have to learn something else. Okay, the underlying energy of this job is to nurture the environment. Okay, and so nurturing the environment of the job. So once again, like this is something that I already know. Um, uh, and this will be one where you get to build upon, once again, build upon new knowledge. So it kind of looks like there's one sticking out to you. Let me know if there is, because I keep seeing like this shining beacon. There it is, the star. I keep seeing this shining beacon. Level. What is this? Next level government. Fourth level is the second or fourth level government. Okay. Is level one of the words on the job description? Okay. But whichever one that is, that two or that four. Okay. the two or the four. That's the one. It's kind of feeling like the four. All right. Let's see. What are these? This is a 13. So that's a four. And this is a 9, so that's born. So death born, death into the hermit card. You got all major arcana here. Okay, excuse me. So a role that'll be transformative, and you still have to do. This is just kind of repeating itself, and you still have to do research and learn new things about it. But you'll like this job. It'll help you to gain momentum. It may be a little challenging at first to see what's here. Oh gosh, look, you got the sun. It and only challenging in the sense that you have to learn something new. Like, okay, I have to digest this information, but it's going to be something that will be very fun, and it's also going to be one that's like, I could do that, and that might be interesting to learn that, and I feel like I'm qualified for that. Okay, and so let's see what else have we got here. One that'll kind of speak to your heart. Okay, one that you'll be willing to put in a lot of work in, and again, go for the different one because it feels like the other three are like, okay, I already know this. And then one is just like, this kind of stands out and it's different. It could help me evolve. It could help me to do more and to do something different. Okay. Let me know how it feels. Indigos. Enrico Fermi, Einstein, Marie Curie, Beethoven, Joni Mitchell, Leonardo, Ben Franklin, Michelangelo, Tesla. None of my 9 ex-wives. You were so silly. None of my 9 ex-wives. Yeah, that sounds right. Those definitely sound like Teslas. A few of them I don't really know. Enrico Fermi. I've heard of Joni Mitchell, but I know I need to listen to her music because I've heard the great and wonderful Lana Del Rey talk about her. And of course Tesla. You're welcome. Housekeeping. I worked it when I started in Jacksonville, Florida. I was leaning towards this one too. In 2 weeks, everyone knew my name, and I am now the golden child at work. Okay, good. Level is not there. The other job was for surgical supply tech. Okay, so these are government jobs. Surgical supply tech, basically cleaning surgical tools. Okay, and so is this something that you've kind of done before and is in a new field? Okay, let me know. Jordan Mitchell was on the Janet Jackson song. Don't know what you got till it's gone. Okay. Yeah, I definitely remember that song. I specifically remember I think I was in 3rd grade when that song came out. But yeah. Sweet. Okay. Go for the new job. You can do it. I believe in you. Yeah. So what else is good? I'm going to spend about 10 more minutes here. Then I'm going to get out of here. And yeah. So, what's going on for creepers? It's like, I'm kidding. Usually when I say that, somebody leaves the room. IRS and housekeeping. I did that before. Okay, so the surgical supply tech. I wonder what that would be like. Like, I mean, personally, like, you just clean surgical tools all day, like small surgical tools, or would you have to clean like big, like machines? Like, I wonder what would the thing be like? Well, what's the job description like? Sounds like a bug or worm when you say 4 creepers. Oh! I said 4 creepers because there are 4 people in the room, and technically 3 creepers because you're talking to me, and the other 3 are creeping. I'm kidding. But it does sound like a bug or a worm. 4 creepers. 8 creepers. Anyway, I think my wrinkles are disappearing. I think I'm got the Benjamin Button going on. This guy just walked up to me at work about the surgical supply tech. Huh. Oh, and so that was a synchronistic moment, right? That was at, so he just kind of just started talking about it. That's probably the one. Gotcha. My mistake. Oh yeah, no worries. Joan of Arc, Thomas Jefferson, Vivaldi, Oscar Peterson, W.C. Handy. Okay, so these are these more indigos? Joan of Arc makes sense. The rest I don't know. Oh, Thomas Jefferson, yeah. But Vivaldi, yeah. There were so many. And a lot of them were like shunned or burned at the stake or killed in a freak accident. Tesla. How did Einstein die? Do we really know how he died? Everett Rush told me to apply that day and he will let his manager know. Damn. Synchronistic moment. And it happened naturally. Looks like it flowed right to you. Open to the opportunity. That's the Pisces, right? Opportunity? All right. Go for it. Go for it. I guess it is on another level. It's another level of work that you've been a different level of work that you've been doing, right? Yeah. Anyway, I heard that they're like you said you worked for the IRS, that they're cutting IRS jobs. You know, somebody's trying to get people to work for the IRS, and then somebody else is trying to cut that because we don't need more IRS workers. But you know, but yeah, I hope that it works out for you, and I hope that it's something interesting for you. I wish I could get a government job, but I think the government hates me. So, and I don't know. Maybe the government doesn't hate me. Who knows? These are just weird. But yeah, I wish I could just get a job, but I don't know. I like working at home. I get a little anxious when I'm around people that I'm not used to because my energy is really big, and then like that throws people off sometimes. So I can't work in customer service anymore. Like, hi, what would you like? Okay, I can't do that anymore because I have a hard time being a robot. You know, and I'm not calling customer service workers robots, but some people like really get into that and then they compartmentalize and then go home. You know, who are my ETs? What does my female ancestor have for me? Why am I not remembering my dreams? Okay, let's see. Who are his ETs? Who are his ETs? Let's see. Let's use a Beyond Lemuria deck. Beyond Lemuria. This one. Okay. Let's see for job. I like freedom. I need to be a philanthropist so I can give to people. Yeah. I like being able to do that too. I'm free in housekeeping. Yeah, and it's kind of independent. You don't have to deal with too many people, right? Excuse me. Oh, for job. Okay. And Ja, also remember that this is why I kind of just started. You also have 3 free questions with me, I believe, because I have you here on my list. Okay, and let me know whenever you want to use those. You're here on the list. Ja, Tanya will sleep on it reading audiobooks too. Okay. For Ja. Know about who are my ETs? Who are God Tony's ETs? Whew. Okay, Jesus. I know you have a gift. Okay. You still have them there. If there's just a day where it's just like, I just have a quick question. Okay. Just know they're there. For Ja Tony. For Jaws ETs, what some characteristics? What's going on for Jaws ETs? Let's see. ETs are luminescence. Okay, so you have pretty ancient ETs. ETs that resonate on a very high vibration. They might be resonating at like 60, 70 level or even higher. I heard 16. Did you hear 16 dimension? Okay, O level. Okay, but these are ETs that are very bright and very, very ancient. Okay, I'm even seeing like, and this, I don't know how you feel about this, but I'm seeing like the ancient um, blonde. Eh, I know like the blonde, it's a blonde race, and they have white skin, but I mean they're universal. You know, they know about universal oneness. It's not about color. You know, but yeah, this is what I'm feeling. And they're like, you know, because the ancients, those ancients, they connect with the ancient souls. The ancient ETs connect with the ancient souls. Okay, so let's see, we got 35 here. Let's see if we get any other characteristics. Self-love, the light that radiates from our hearts, light shining in the darkness, heart-centered living, removing your armor, accepting your shadows, as we start to train the vulnerable, open, wide open heart, authentic heartfelt needs. Yeah. And so these are the ones, the ancients. Okay, ancient races. And I'm feeling Andromeda, and you know that you connect to Pleiadian races as well. Okay, and journey to wholeness on the bottom of the deck. Okay, and so yes, these are very ancient races. Yeah, no problem. Power subconscious mind is good. What? Never knew it went that high. 17D. Martin already blew my mind. Yeah. And that's why I don't know if you know ever heard me say crystalline kingdom of the 33rd dimension. The dimensions go pretty high. They go pretty high because once we get to the divine brilliance, then it's just like 1 millionth dimension. I mean, you know, and we can't, it's not about numbers. It's just more about energy and frequency. But yeah. What does my female ancestor have for me? I have so much more to learn. Yeah, me too. That's the beauty of the spiritual path. I'm telling you, just keep learning, keep learning, keep learning. Excuse me. Excuse me. What does my female ancestor have for me? What does Ja's female ancestor have for me? What does Ja's female ancestor have for him? Reclaim your energy. Home. Okay. Reclaim your energy. Take your energy back. Okay. The places, and you've already been shadow working, but the places where you've given your energy out, and this looks like these are in like very far places from now, and I'm talking about like in your childhood. Okay, there have been moments in your childhood that you've given yourself away, and so to do like some kind of audit for yourself, that will be very helpful. Okay, to pull that energy back to you so that you can become whole again. Okay, I mean, so you can become more whole, and also you might want to go into your past lives, do those meditations if you want. You know, I do the past life readings. Connect with your guides and your ancestors to find out about your past lives. Okay, so that you can come home to yourself. All right, I do. Once again, I want to read some of these. I'm not going to read the whole thing, but owning your power, overcoming triggers through self-awareness, where you put your energy is your choice. Okay, overcoming your triggers is something that I heard very big. Energy vampires, you actually do very well to stay away from those, because when you feel them, you just like, oh, deuces, like, all right, gotta go. So you do very well with that. Reclaiming your soul fragments. So this has a lot to do with past lives. Observing the observer, shifting victim mentality. Okay, so just coming back to yourself. Okay, and then we've got a little bit of 31. Heart-based presence, grounding, finding home within yourself. Okay, I know you already go out into nature, but that's once you find out about those soul fragments that you need to gather from childhood or even from past lives, going out into nature to ground those is going to help. And even going out into nature is going to help you to learn about those moments, about those past life moments. I know it's kind of cold. I don't know if it's cold there in San Francisco, but going in and sitting in the woods it is going to take you home. This even has to do with starseed origins. It's going to take you home, give you visions of your starseed origins, and give you visions of your past lives as well. Connecting to your unwavering infinite depths and collective oneness. Okay, so please go out into nature. Excuse me. Underlying energy of throat chakra. Okay, what your female ancestor has for you. Okay, express your truth. And so reclaiming your energy and bringing yourself back home into wholeness and learning about those parts of yourself are going to help you to express yourself and express your truth even more in a very, I heard a very defiant way, but in a very deliberate way. Okay, that is going to help you to express your truth. And of course, we got the 7 there. You know your mathematics, so the 7 stands for God. And look at that. Once again, you got the luminescence under there. All right. So it's going to help you to express your truth a little more deliberately, and like it just more big and open, and not like standing on a soapbox on a corner, but more like person. So here's your what God has for you, and your ancestors, and all right. So thank you for sitting here with me, and you have a good day. If I never see you again, have a good day. And you leaving people like, okay, your boy just like laid my whole life out. And I know you already do the tarot readings on YouTube. And so maybe coming across people there, or even coming across people on the street. Okay. Let's see. Why am I not remembering my dreams? Let's do these. Okay. Very often, because spirit doesn't need you to remember them at that time. You are having those dreams to purge. This might be, I will pull a couple cards, but you're having those dreams to purge old energies, and you're also having those dreams as like simulations, as like things that like could happen, in certain moments, or things that have happened, timelines that have disappeared, or paradigms that have disappeared, because again, the paradigms and the timelines are shifting. Like we're literally on one timeline right now. Okay. Let's see. But let me see what else we have here for not remembering your dreams. That was just the general reading. Why is he not remembering his dreams? Got the Ace of Swords. Because you're being prepared to start over again. Whatever communication or interactions you're having in those dreams, it's pretty much leaving the past behind. It's like, let's leave this behind and let's just move forward to the next, move forward to a new kind of communication, and even showing you that you don't need that sort of communication as much anymore, but you need to move on to a higher realm of communication in order to get your wishes fulfilled. This is just kind of like, leave the past behind. Okay. Or this is something that you need to learn, but you don't need to know it immediately, because this is for the next 4 weeks or so. And like in 16 days, that's when you'll find out why you had that dream, even if you're having a snippet or if you don't remember. Okay. And sometimes they are prophetic dreams. Okay. And so these the dreams that you're having are just basically sometimes the actual future, and you don't need to always see the future. But it's all being downloaded. Some of these future dreams and even these light codes are being downloaded inside of you, and so you may be having dreams about the future that you just don't need to see yet. Okay. These dreams are for you to move on and move forward. Okay. Forward only, right? We come in peace. And Ten of Swords on the bottom of the deck, just a transformation of the communication space and how you are communicating with the higher realms. Okay. All right. I know how it feels. Let's see what you're saying. That's so much more to learn. 33 in our experience. Yeah, 33 dimensions in our experience. Wow, I keep looking at your name and thinking the Martian. Oh, yeah. You're the first to lay that on me. I think of me more lately been drawn to shamanism too. Yeah, I got a shamanism book. I never got into it though. How much again for the past lives? I think they're 50. I think they're 50. Yeah, 50 for a full past life reading. And then 20 for the mini past life. And you know that if we start a past life reading and you want to finish it, just tag on the extra 30. I do leave from vampires. Yeah, I felt it in your energy, like, ooh, let's get out of here. Main focus on this life. What's that? Oh, your main focus is to be a Martian? Is that what you mean? It's cold and raining, but I thought about sitting at the ocean in the rain. Yeah, that's always a nice experience. I will be going into nature barefoot and all for the grounding. Yes. Then speaking more, I still am growing into it. Yes. Martin, that I would say do things like that to people. Wait till I get all the way into my power. I will be positive with it. Yes. This life needs to be experienced and mastered. This is very true. Yeah. All right, y'all. I'm out of here. I love y'all so very much. Stay in your timeless bubble of creation. Keep creating for the highest good of all of humanity. If it's working for humanity, that'll work for you. Thank you for your continued love and support. If I'm not back tomorrow, I'll be back sometime. I'm trying to get back into going live again here because I miss y'all, and I miss just being able to chat with humans who aren't 8 years old. But yeah. Oh, I just did for the pull back stuff. You want to do it now? I still have energy. I just was gonna end because my hour is up. Let me know if you want a video. If you want a video, I'll do it tomorrow. Okay. But okay. We miss you too. Yeah, I do. Okay, so past life right now or video. Please clarify because it's Mercury retrograde and I just need to make sure. Just let me know. Or I'll go find my cards. They should still be over here. This is the one that I left out. Past life now, please. Yes, let's do it. Okay, now, which past life should we do? Whatever you need to know. Maybe I already felt it exactly. Whatever you need to know. The biggest soul fragment you need. I know it most recent doesn't really feel like it's up to you. Okay, so let me know what kind feels like the most important soul fragment. The first soul fragment to bring back together. The most important soul fragment to bring back together right now. Most important place to heal, maybe. Most important past life to heal right now. Okay. Soul fragment. Awesome. Sorry, let me just straighten up my hat. My special hat. It's very special to me because I made it. Oh, okay. All right, let's do this. Still looking for Reiki training here too. Yes, I'm excited about that. It looks comfy. It is. I'm excited about reading that Reiki book. gosh, it's like I think this is what I need to spend my days doing, is reading. I've been doing a lot of sleeping because Spirit has been like guiding me to sleep. And I'm just like, all right, man. All right, but soul fragment. Let's see, Spirit, what is the most important soul fragment for John Tony to heal and to bring back together? What is the first soul fragment that he needs to focus on and to bring back together in order for him to continue his beautiful experience? All we have to know. Just personal fragment of Spirit. Okay. Monk or nun? All right, this is the actual life. Okay. Monk or nun? So it's feeling like you were a monk or a nun, maybe. I'm kidding. Of course it was, right? But yeah, anyway, monk or nun here. These cards are flipped over. All right, so okay, this was a point in time where you there was a confluence between this monk and nun energy and a magician. You were working to, yes, you wanted some really good results, and you had a choice to make. You had a choice to like raise the vibration of this monastery state and this monastery energy that you were in. People were giving you a really hard time because it was just so out of the norm, and people were trying to bring you down. Man, ooh, people were trying to bring you down and just trying to hold you back, but you stood your ground as much as you could. You took the high road when it comes to the Seven of Cups. You did your best to express yourself honestly, but you kept some of it like very secret, okay, until you didn't. It's kind of looking like you became a little bit fed up because you saw some kind of corruption, and you saw some kind of negative energy coming from those spaces, and it didn't feel like it was as holy as it could have been. And you're like, I have ideas about how to make it more holy, and you like were really outspoken. Okay, and this is a soul fragment that's coming from the fact that it's kind of challenging to just speak up, and like you said, you're healing that. But this is one of the reasons why. Okay, but you spoke up, you said something, and it was helpful. It was helpful to you personally, and it was helpful to the people around you as well. Okay, you also got the Emperor card. Let's get a little more of the story. So the underlying energy is that it helped you to raise your status. Okay, kudos, because raising your status helped to raise the whole vibration of that space and of that place. Okay, you changed the face. This looks like this has a lot to actually do with Christianity, and so because I keep seeing like Christianity, Catholicism, I keep seeing like cardinals, and something like very traditional. But before it was like hella traditional. This looks like between the death, burial, and resurrection of Jesus Christ and the Roman Empire. This it's between those times when Christians actually were monks. Okay, and you just had all these beautiful ideas, and so it looks like you gained a certain following. And if you're asking, no, you weren't Jesus, but you gained a certain following, and people were willing to hear you. Okay, we're gonna pull a couple more cards here. Okay, people were willing to hear you, and your rhetoric shot off. Okay, and a lot of people heard you and understood, and it got you to a place where you wanted to be. But it kind of looks like you became complacent, and you kind of got stuck, because it was like, now what's the next step? Okay, so the impact that it had on this life is vows. Okay, it's looking like you got a little cocky. Okay, try not to take it personal, it was just a past life. But you got a little cocky, like, okay, I had this new idea, and I got all these people follow me, and I did take this vow, and I did take this vow of piety, or this vow to always do right by Christ. But it started to become a little too transactional. Okay, and the vows stopped being holy. Okay, I just kind of want you to look at this chick's face, the girl here in the front. You kind of see how her eyes are just kind of like, and it's just kind of like robotic. And yes, like I am taking this vow, but I'm killing you in the name of the Lord. Okay, it wasn't actually you killing, but it looks like this. It had something to possibly do with money. It had to do with also you expressing something. Oh gosh, oh my goodness, there's so much here. Hang on. You expressing a certain amount of emotional energy, and somebody coming to you and saying, hey, here's a different perspective, and then you doing the same thing that others did to you and kind of shunning them, because you were just so in your feelings, and so in like, okay, well, this is how I've grown to do this, and it's almost like you didn't realize your mistake. Okay, but with the sun on the bottom of the deck, this change in you, sorry, forgive me, because this go between, there's a lot that's packed in here. This change that you were experiencing, um as far as your vows, changing your vows, there's a puzzle piece here. Changing your vows and not being so transactional about it, it hurt other people's feelings. But it did, like, it helped you. But it helped you. Wow, okay, there it is. It helped you because you felt better, and you felt like you were doing some good, which you kind of were, but you ended up doing more bad than good, because you started shunning people, and so your vows became a little bit broken. Okay, just because it's like, okay, well, I want to do it this way, and this is my following. Like, think of it in terms of, yeah, so I have like 50,000 followers on Instagram, and this is how I'm going to do it, and I'm going to just be complacent here. Okay, let's see what else that we got here that came out again. The Five of Pentacles. All right, what else is the impact? Okay, it got you to a place where to a place of understanding. Let's think about the Osho deck. Okay, to a place where you had this understanding of how you wanted to deliver your speech or deliver your rhetoric. Okay, but then you started seeing people transcend. You started seeing people go a little further than you, and you were like, oh, like, I need to jump out there and do something new, but you didn't. Okay, let's see what's on the bottom of the deck. You just kind of you played around with what you, right, you played around with what you had gained, and you didn't go the next step. You just kind of stayed a little bit stagnant. Okay, and that kind of made you fall off. Okay, and so it's almost like you started losing followers. Like your following started to dwindle because other people were reaching higher heights than you, and but you got stuck. And so that's kind of why you're a Pisces, because we can't get stuck. As a Pisces, we have to keep flowing and moving forward. Okay, so possible future outcomes and how to fix this. Okay, spirituality and religion. So you already know you're doing the right thing. Okay, I'm gonna pull some of these cards, and I'm gonna pull some Beyond Lemuria cards. Okay, that explains why I battle myself sometimes. I check my pride and ego from time to time. Yes. And so let's see, spirituality and religion. What else? else, you are going to be an agent of change. You already are. All right. And so there's going to be these moments where you're deep in your feeling. This isn't negative. You're deep in your feelings about, yeah. And so, yeah. And I wanted to share this with you, brother. And like, da 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 da. And then it's looking like a build session. Like, I don't know if you have been in like a 5% build session, but it looks like building like that. And uh, somebody presents a new idea to you, and it kind of takes you by surprise, like, oh well, I mean, I thought it was this. Okay. And so building is going to help to it's going to help to mend this broken place, and building with a group of people, because I know you a lone wolf. Like, okay, I know you're a lone wolf, but you need to start getting into groups. That is going to help a lot. Yes, the 5% building is great. Yes, it is. I've never like been in a build session like physically, but I've watched them on YouTube, and I've had some building sessions with, the people that I connect with telepathically. Um Also, you got the Nine of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. Okay, so the underlying energy, yeah, this is going to, and there you go. It's going to help you to gain momentum, and it's going to help you to gain that certain harvest, not just for yourself, but for the people that you're going to be kind of leading. And don't think of this as leading, but more like the people that you're going to be building with, and connecting with this community of people. All right. The possible future outcome, you're going to come across these situations where you feel like you want to isolate, but then you're going to be encouraged to continue forward, to build and destroy. There's the 8, right? And uh you, you want to isolate, and you understand that isolation is not the final point. Thank you, spirit. And then once you realize it's not the final point, then you're going to want to build and destroy those old ways of taking action, and those old ways of seeing things. Okay, and that will help you to gain momentum with building, and help you to gain momentum with gaining even more knowledge. Okay, I tell you, where 2 or 3 are gathered, that's truth, and you know that the truth is the truth. Okay. It'll help you to shut down old ways of thinking, and help you to be very bold and strong with your word. It'll help you to nurture the word. It'll help you to nurture conversation and communication. It'll help you to clear up all of these illusions. And this is building and connecting with community is going to help you to do all this, to clear up those illusions, to get through those dark nights of the soul. You may have heard me talking about the triangle. It's been upright, where we go through the long dark night of the soul, and then we have a temporary peak, and then we go back down to the darkness. Okay, it's going to help you to have that temporary drop, where you're traveling this long day of the soul, and then you drop down, have a quick dark night of the soul, and then go back up to the top, right? um yes, once again, building is going to help to dispel those illusions, and help to make those temporary drops even smaller. Okay, and it'll bring you success. Thank you, spirit. Success in community, success in your work. Okay, success, like I'm specifically seeing in your movie and your film work. Okay, it'll help you to gain more passion, and find an equality in your passion, for the higher realms, and for bringing those higher realms to the people and to the planet. Building, that's how you're gonna start to heal that broken place. Okay, and building with people who have just as much energy as you, because in a build session, everybody's God. If you've reached, if you've gone through your 120s and all that stuff. But some people don't do the 120, some people just build. And so there's going to be other gods that you're building with, and talking to, and they're going to have a certain perspective, and you got to listen to that perspective, just like they have to listen to your perspective, because y'all are there together, and y'all are God. Okay. um Keep moving forward. The underlying energy is quick speech, and quick, deliberate communication. And you kind of jump in there. The Knight of Swords goes balls to the wall. He doesn't really think very much. He just goes in there and just like, hey, I'm gonna talk, and da da da. Okay. Go in, but just be aware of your delivery. Okay. Let me know how it feels. Yes. And then in that process, you will gain friends and you will gain a closer connection to like seeing a sort of brotherhood. Okay. Hey, Dizzy. Kisses to you. Um, let's see. Uh, I am a lone wolf, but need to run with a pack. Yeah. I'm about to join the underground hip hop group on Meetup. That'll be fun. Time to come down from the mountain. Yes, I'm about to make some more friends. Yes, you are. Building it is. I have not. I feel I need to do the 120. Okay, good. Still drawing some more science as well. You need the 120s? I'll send you the 120s because I have them. I think I have like a big thick packet of Moorish science books that my mom gave me, and I keep like trying to get into them, and I don't think that I need them, and so I'll pass them on to you. And they're pretty old. They're like originals. Like it got the pictures of Clarence X or Clarence X13 or whatever his name. It's the original stuff. Okay, so I will get those to you. I'll take whatever you have, right? No problem. Just remind me. I'm gonna have to put a reminder somewhere. I need to like probably just pull them out and just put them in a central place so I remember. But don't Claire's 13X, yes, their father. Um don't hesitate to email me and be like, hey Michaela, have you sent those 120s yet? Because I'll be like, oh my gosh, no, I haven't, but thank you for reminding me. Okay. I'm gonna do my best to remember, but remember, I got 8 billion people in my head plus ETs. So anyway, yeah, cool. I'm glad I know where those need to go now. All right. But hopefully that has helped. And I'm about to get out of here. I know things are changing. Yes, they are. And we're destroying all of that old world that we don't need, and we're building the new world as we destroy. Right. All right, y'all. You're so very welcome. Ja, I almost called you my son's name. You're so very welcome. Stay in that timeless bubble of creation. For real. Keep creating for the highest good of all humanity. Who's work for humanity will work for you. I love y'all so very much. Yes, it helps. Time for some Andromeda music. Yes, I might have to look that up. Um, I need to make sure I turn notifications on exactly so that you don't miss me. I'm a child at heart. Yes, me too. That's the fun of a Pisces. We're fun loving and we're free spirited. All right, y'all. I love you so very much. Have a beautiful moment, and I will talk to you soon. Okay, bye.